story begins with our hero, if you want to call him that, Ryan.T. Let's listen in as his journey begins.
Christmas. I'd rather eat a shit-covered candy cane than participate in that corporate holiday. Who the hell is playing that reindeer fucking music? Jesus. Now what Christmas cuck is playing this bullshit in my house?
At that exact moment, Ryan realized his greatest fear was about to come true. This intruder was about to drink his last beer.
Oh, hey bro, I helped myself to one of your beers. Hope that's okay.
No, that's not okay, and who the hell are you? Get the fuck out of my house before I call the cops on your ass!
Whoa, you're a mean one, Mr. Bitch. You need a little Christmas spirit in your life, and I mean ASAP, brother.
No, what I need is for you to stop drinking my last fucking beer and to get out of my house. How about that?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before you call Johnny Law on my ass, let me introduce myself, alright? I'm Chris Kringle, aka the homeboy who puts presents underneath your tree. Also, I didn't see a tree anywhere around here, which is kind of alarming, seeing as, I'm Santa Claus. Santa Claus, huh? Okay. Some red-shirted fuck comes into my house and tries to drink my last beer. Okay. I can put it back if you want. I haven't even opened it yet. Santa? If that is your real name, just don't. Just don't, alright? You've said enough already, okay? You've said enough. Get your holly jolly ass out of my kitchen and take yourself through that door and get the hell out of my house! Is that clear? Look, all I wanted was for you to review a movie for me and Mrs. Claus and all the little elves back at the North Pole. We love your reviews. We love your YouTube channel. We love you, Ryan. But I guess I'll go back to the North Pole and tell Mrs. Claus and all the elves Santa Claus can make every wish come true. Damn, Santa. Why do you gotta do me like that for, man? You know I can't let Mrs. Claus down and all those little height challenge motherfuckers back at the North Pole. I'll review any movie you ask me to, man. Just name it. You're one righteous dude, Ryan. I'll make sure to put a Christmas present underneath your non-existent Christmas tree. What movie do you want me to review anyway, Santa? Oh, nothing major. Just a little holiday classic by the name of Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Killer Snowman. That's all. Wait, what? See you later, Ryan. Have fun with that shitty movie review. Ho ho ho! Hey, you can't just do that. That's not cool, man. It's me, Ryan.T here, and Merry Christmas! Alright guys, I wanted to do something special for Christmas. Wait, I forgot one thing. Alright, now it looks more Christmassy in here. Is Christmassy a word? Yeah, I'll let it slide because it's Christmas and all that jizz jazz, whizzy baz. I'm gonna say Christmas a lot of times in this review, so get used to it, you Christmas buttholes. Alright, ghouls and gals, like I was saying, I wanted to do something special for Christmas. I love Christmas. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. So I wanted to do something for the channel and for you ghouls and gals that have been supporting me all year long and been fucking clicking on my videos, watching my videos, commenting on my videos, and I'm sure sometimes even sharing my videos. And for that, I have to say that is my present. That is my present every day, every week, every month, just to know that you all guys out there are watching what I do and that you guys like what I do, and just for that, I appreciate that so much, guys.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
So for all that, I wanted to give you guys, I guess you could call it a gift.
Yeah, I wanted to review a movie and I couldn't really figure out what movie I wanted to review because there's so many Christmas movies out there that I've already seen, and I didn't really want to necessarily review something that everybody's already seen or that people know about. So I kind of went to the dark corners of the web. I went on some dark places, some real dark places that I don't want to talk about.
I kid you not, I have seen some shit.
But what I did find was this movie called Jack Frost 2, Return of the Killer Mutant Snowman.
What kind of stupid name is that?
And I was familiar with the original Jack Frost, but I thought it was a one and done. I didn't know there was a sequel out there. And after watching this movie, I can see why Santa didn't want to watch it himself, because it's a huge steaming pile of shit. Yeah. This isn't a Christmas special, this is more like a shitmas special. This fucking movie is... I don't know what they were thinking when they made this movie. This movie, Jack, you know what? Let me show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Here's Jack Frost 2, Return of the just Jack Frost 2, check it out.
Jack's back, and he's still one cold son of a... Miss me?
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about here?
Let's get it on.
That's what we're dealing with. All of that.
Now
Yeah. Okay, so you're brought up to speed. You know that the movie's about a killer snowman, and for some reason they're on an island. How does the snowman survive on an island? I don't know. They don't ever explain how he survives on the island. How does the killer snowman know to go to the island to follow the person that he's trying to kill? We don't know that. Oh, you know they do explain that. They say in the movie that the snowman has a connection with the main character Joe, who appeared in the first movie, who killed the snowman in the first movie. I think he killed him with like antifreeze or something like that in the first movie.
So stupid!
So this movie basically is about Joe being traumatized about the events that happened a year ago. So this film takes place a year after the first film, and like I was saying, it shows Joe's kind of traumatized about what happened, and he's kind of just trying to live his life and I guess put the pieces back together. And the one thing I can say good about this movie is the main character in this movie, Joe. Like, he actually does a convincing portrayal of somebody that's kind of like traumatized by a crazy ass event, and he does a good job in this film. He's like the one believable thing in this film is this main character Joe, and whenever he's on screen, he's kind of watchable. He's watchable. One thing about this film that I really could not stand, that really bothered me, was they never show the snowman in this film. They hardly ever show the snowman. I want to say they show the snowman like 2 or 3 times in this film, and that really bothered me. How are you going to have a film about a killer fucking snowman on an island and not ever show the snowman on the island?
That doesn't make sense.
And I know why they never showed the snowman. They never showed the snowman because they didn't have the budget. And every time they did show the snowman or that he killed somebody, it was just like a hand, or you would see like just the head part, or you would just see like a torso part. And it was real fucking... That took away from the movie. That took away from the movie a lot. That took away from the movie so much. Another negative thing about the movie was the way that it's written. The movie is written as if they wrote the movie as they were going, as if the person was like, oh, I gotta make a part 2 to Jack Frost. I gotta make a part 2 to it right fucking now. So they got some money together, and they got a crew, and they got some fucking actors, and they fucking started to film on a set, and they were like, hey, so where's the script for this movie? They're like, there's no script, just, the basic idea is that it's a year later, we're on an island, and go. Well, what do you mean? Just go. We're gonna film it right now. And I'm not fucking lying to you. It feels like this movie really was written as they were going. Like, they don't really explain any of his powers till like at the very end, and it kind of seems like leading up to the film's climax, that they're kind of just like throwing this in there and throwing that in there and throwing this, and he has this power now, and oh, now he can do that, and oh, well, yeah, there's another thing. The movie throws in this weird, stupid subplot where the main character Joe has a mental and physical connection to Jack Frost, and that's how Jack Frost was able to track Joe into the island, which is just fucking stupid beyond belief. The reasoning for this happening was that Joe killed Jack Frost in the original film, and he was bleeding while he killed Jack Frost, and some of his blood mixed with some of the snow that Jack Frost was in, so that mixed with Jack Frost's DNA, and so now Jack Frost has a mental and physical connection with Joe.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
How that makes sense? How that makes sense, I don't know, but then again, we're talking about a movie about a killer snowman. So there's that. Also, the movie, again, for a movie about a killer snowman, this movie is fucking boring. How do you make that premise boring? This movie should have been crazy, over the top. I mean, this movie was already trying to be all corny and goofy, and it should have just went the whole mile and had Jack Frost, like, murdering everybody and just doing all this crazy shit. I mean, they didn't take any risks, really, the movie. I mean, there was some cool practical effects. Like, there's this one part where he turns into, like, a freezer and then reforms into a snowman, so that's kind of cool. The film, it's a terrible film. It's a terrible fucking movie. But it does have really good, like, practical effects. That I do enjoy. I enjoyed it. And that was pretty much all I enjoyed about the film. The film is so juvenile. The jokes are not jokes. They're just something that, like, a 13-year-old fucking boy would laugh at. The film is relatively short, so there's that. And the one thing I can say about this movie is that it doesn't really work. Like, it didn't have the budget, the story wasn't really there, and I get that this movie wasn't going to be good. I knew it wasn't going to be good. Like I said, it's a movie about a killer snowman, but I felt like it had somewhere to go. Like, this movie had a crazy enough plot, and it should have just went with the plot, and it should have just ran with it, and went over the top and cartoony with it, and they just didn't. They didn't really take a lot of risks. They tried to make, like, some sort of weird spoof comedy film, and it was not funny, it wasn't scary, it wasn't that interesting, it just wasn't good at all. Again, another saving grace for the film was these characters that they introduced at the very end, which were snow kids. They were kids of the snowman. Yeah, he has a kid in the movie, which is fucking stupid, but it's kind of fun, and they're kind of fun. I wish they would have just primarily focused on these little snowball kid-like things. They're entertaining to watch. It kind of reminded me of Gremlins, and I far more would have just rather have watched them instead of just fucking this other stupid piece of shit movie that I had to fucking watch. So I can't really say anything more about this film other than it's not good, it's boring, you shouldn't watch it. I only watched it so you guys never had to watch it, and if you really, really, really think you want to watch it,
may God have mercy on your soul.
Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. I'm Ryan.T, you guys, and Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, and thanks for all the views, thanks for all the shares, thanks for just being here and enjoying my reviews, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you next year.